I feel like you could take a McDonald's Sprite. Like if I had a time machine, I would go back to about 1400 McDonald's Sprite and just give it to like a peasant.
Yes.
Watch them just collapse.
Well, see, here's the thing.
They would die, right?
Look, no, because they're also, that child you gave that to is going to go work in the
I didn't say it was going to be a
later.
child.
Josh and the Giant. Okay, who are you giving it to?
An adult.
Okay, they just got done working in the fields for 18 hours. And they're eating whatever they have to do to feel anything.
And their body's like, what is this?
Now, here's the thing. You may give it to them. Have you ever seen whenever the dogs have the sparkling water?
Yeah.
And they're like,
what the heck?
That might be how, that would actually be fun to give it to a caveman. He's
yeah.
Like, oh. And then you're like, Sprite? And he's like, and he doesn't know what to do
crispy.
about it. Too crispy. Too crispy.
Fair enough.
Welcome to Josh and the Giant.
Welcome to Josh and the Giant, episode 2.
Episode 2, which if you've seen episode 1, which you can if you're one of our patrons over on Patreon, you will notice a very stark difference between the first episode and this episode.
Yep.
And here we are.
That's because of Matt.
That's because of Matt.
That's because of our good dear friend Matt.
That's our buddy Matt. Matt is our new editor. Everybody say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt. Collectively,
Hi,
if you don't support our show, we have to fire Matt.
Yeah, so
And
become a patron.
He's got
over on
kids.
Patreon.
Guys, don't.
Whenever we inevitably get sponsors, use the code or click the whatever. Otherwise, Matt has to sell one of his kids because he doesn't want to quit here because this is his real passion is doing this stupid podcast with us that we just started.
You have no idea. This is probably Matt's favorite thing. So don't make us fire Matt. All things considered. I know you like football, Ben.
Yeah, dude, I'm a big football guy.
So I prepared a football bit for Ben. Yeah. It's like a kind of an update. I don't know if you've heard, but like big football news.
A foot bit.
Okay, well we're not doing that. But big news in the realm of football. I don't know if you've heard this.
Okay.
I'm afraid of death.
Uh-huh.
Every waking day, I see my kids grow older. It feels by the second exponentially, and it's beautiful, but it reminds me of my inevitable passing, in which the best case scenario is me on my deathbed with my beautiful family around me.
Yeah.
As the life slowly drifts out of me. And
it's a good bit.
My mortality I've been wrestling a lot with that, and the beauty of watching my kids grow up is also just coupled with that very stark reality of death and having to leave them on this earth.
Okay.
So that's big news in football. Yeah.
Hey-oh.
Yeah, big football guy.
10 hut?
Hut, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to die. Yeah. And I'm wrestling with it.
Do you think a football player has ever gone hut before they just like stepped off the chair and then...
Off the chair? Oh, they're hanging themselves?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How many football players have... Oh, actually...
Someone has to have.
CT.
That old guy from Shawshank Redemption did, so I'm sure some football players
A lot of football players have.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't do your whole thing and then my thing's serious.
Because I'm talking about my death.
Huh?
I'm talking about my death. I'm not talking about...
Maybe I am too.
Whoa. All right. You're going to die.
Over on Patreon.
You're going to die.
Dude, for real. We all are.
Yeah. Stark reality.
See, I've never done Zyns, so whenever you're done with it, is that just like a wet sack in your mouth?
Yeah.
That's
a wet little
gross.
Nicotine sack.
Wow, I didn't know where you're going.
Just put a lot of
that,
sacks in your mouth.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The other day, me and Josh and our wives and our children went out to eat, and Josh popped over the course of the night 7 Zyns. I mean, it was insane.
Yeah. But so I had a margarita at dinner, and this is probably going to make us lose every last bit. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
So there go all the Christian sponsorships.
Yeah,
so
everyone's
thanks,
like, we're
dude.
not supporting you anymore.
Yeah.
I had one margarita, and there's a beauty of having a little bit of alcohol and then throwing a Zyn in, and I just kind of wanted to ride that wave.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Even later on in the night, whenever it had been hours since we had the margarita.
I'm still riding the wave.
Just popping. Oh my gosh.
These are like Christian vices, you know? It's like, no, I'm not going to do drugs, but like, how can I be an edgy Christian?
I'm not going to sleep around with my wife, but you know what? I'm going to have a cigar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah, like the video you reacted to the other day. I'm not going to watch porn, but I'm definitely going to, what do they say, play video games.
Yeah, which they think is the same thing, which is insane.
Yeah.
They put it in the same category.
Yeah.
Which is funny, the number of people, you'll really find what kind of fans somebody has. The immediate moment that they will just cope for them in the comments. And being like, well, okay, well, you're not actually listening to what they're saying. No, I am.
Well,
and
actually...
it's stupid. So, you know
well,
what I mean?
the dumbest thing about internet Christianity, is, well, we're going there. I guess we're a part of it.
Whoa.
Is we're going to find this clip that is going to get so much engagement because people don't know the context of what we're saying, and it's got a really radical thing.
Yeah.
But then you'll be like, hey, this really radical thing that you said makes no sense and it's stupid. Oh, well, you had to know the context, whatever. Hey, you didn't give us the context.
There was a video, like I think we've talked about it before, like I love horror movies, right?
Yep.
There was a sermon clip that was going around that went like stupid. I think it has like, last time I saw it, it had like 100,000 plus likes. And this pastor is talking about how horror movies are made by demons.
Okay.
And you see all that stuff and everything. And I just commented on there and I was like, hey, would it kill for the pastor to maybe cite some scripture, do something like, for, biblically based so that we could see where this is coming from? The church who posted it replied to my comment. And they're like, maybe watch the whole sermon and you can see that. And I'm like, you put the clip out. Right. Also, no.
Also, no.
It's so like lazy and kind of dumb to be like, well, maybe if you watch the whole thing, like, then don't put the clip out.
I'm not going to watch your 50-minute sermon. There was a Christian rapper who, I'm not going to name names. Yeah, we don't gossip on this podcast. We don't
gossip on this. No. Well, to be fair, what is gossip? If I'm just saying a thing that happened, that's not gossip.
No.
Isn't gossip like
talking behind? Is it behind someone's back if we can just point to this episode and be like, you got to watch the full episode?
But here's the thing. I don't know if it's just talking behind someone's back or if it's also like making things up or saying things about them that you would not also say to their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
So you would say this to this rapper's face?
Well, I would say to it, because it's literally what happened.
Yeah.
He posted a response to some other sermon clip that was making a fair point, and he gave his opinion.
Sure.
And then me and then plenty of other people in the comments were like, "Nah, this is off." And then he got pressed. And it's the same exact thing of like, what do you think you're doing online? Like, we'll post this.
Yeah.
Somebody genuinely may be like, I don't know why they had to make that joke. I don't know why and not to make fun of them, but I don't know why Josh had a margarita or takes Zyns.
Widowy.
And that widowy. Why did that do that widowy? Why would he smoke cigars? He probably blows it in his child's face, widowy. But somebody will see that or even see that interaction and be like, oh, and as if we're going to be like, what are you doing, dude? It's like, we know we're putting it online.
Yeah.
We know people are going to, receive this and potentially, interact with it poorly. You did a whole bit to start this off about just a poor, football player having CTE and I guess talking about his death.
That was me. I was talking about my own death.
Josh, you only played rugby in high school. So that's not, stop lying.
I did not play rugby.
Yes, you did.
In high school.
Because you went to school in Australia.
Right.
Tell them.
Right.
I'm
from the down under.
Thank you.
This might come as a shock to a lot of you.
Yeah.
I've been posing as an American for probably about the last 17 years.
Yep.
From Sydney, Australia.
Thank you.
I am. Australians. They are. I want this to segue into our first conversation this evening.
Please.
Australians are the horniest people, I think, just on the planet.
Oh,
I want to go ahead and throw that out there.
Well, they have such an aggressive language, so you got to imagine that translates.
Very promiscuous people.
Wow, I wasn't even going to go there, but probably.
That's the vibe I
get. Think about like what you have to do to like really get your blood pumping whenever you live in a place where everything can kill you.
Yeah.
And the weather is terrible. And
I thought the weather was gorgeous.
Well, what I mean by weather is terrible is like there will just be a sandstorm, and then like all of a sudden it'll just be yes. Are we talking about Australia?
Australia, like the country?
I guess it probably depends on where you live in Australia. Just
Maybe
like
so.
Literally anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh no. Are we doing that thing where we generalize by like?
I was about to say I have zero Australian friends.
I don't have any Australian. Why would I ever be a friend with an Australian? But I'm just saying
they're horny. Yeah.
It's a hellhole, exactly. And like you said, they're promiscuous people.
I just feel like yeah. But all that to be said, we were talking about this earlier in the week. A debate, another clip that we saw of married Christian couples listening to worship music while they have sex.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, dog.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's insane. I feel like it would throw me off. Do you feel comfortable enough with me and Matt, who you just met, and our audience, who we've met none of them, to let us know like what are you throwing on the mix? Do you have a mix? Because I'll be straight up, dog.
I don't even have a mix.
I didn't.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't until the last like year and a half. But
you,
now, what's up?
Can we elephant in the room?
Yeah, it is elevation worship, and I do put that on.
No.
Oh,
stop messing with me.
It's not. Okay. It's not elevation worship.
Because I was about to say you have a black wife, so of course, like
what?
I would say from the standpoint of like, you know,
Well, no, I don't actually know. Finish any of these sentences.
I'm a corny white guy. You want me
sure.
to have a mix as a sex playlist?
Sure.
Come on.
Oh, is this like? You think that's exclusively like more of a black thing?
I don't think it's exclusively, but I feel like when you think
I'm
about,
not gonna lie to you. Now that I think about it, it does. That does. Yeah. You'd see that more likely in a BET movie than a Hallmark movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
And the gentlemen that were running the podcast for the video that we saw were black gentlemen, so of course they
Yes.
probably have more experience with like a bedroom playlist than again
Sure.
my saltine cracker self does.
You put on the Andy Griffith show right in the background. It's just something black and white.
By golly, we put on the evening news, and we're gonna.
Hey man, whenever I'm getting crazy, I put on the Rifleman, and I just like,
Well, we've got CNN on just
Yeah.
so current events or
C-SPAN. It's just the Congress.
just anything.
Yeah.
Stock market. I want to keep up.
Whatever.
You know, but I think it's crazy to listen to worship music in a time like that with your spouse.
I do too.
Because no rhythm, like to a worship song. Really, it's like, first of all, if we're just gonna go there,
Yeah.
worship songs are way too long now, and I get like the spirits moving.
Yeah.
You think I've got 17 minutes?
That's true. What are you gonna put on Gyra? And you're just like, you're like,
What?
okay, come on.
I'm gonna listen to what's that one song, Father's Room. I'm just gonna listen to like the spirit moving for like 30 minutes. I'm gonna get through maybe.
But here's a real thing, and I mean this genuinely.
Yeah.
If you were put in like a situation where somebody was like, you have to, you know, you and the wife,
Like
you
gun
have
to my
put-
head.
Oh, whatever. I'm just doing this metaphorically.
Metaphorically, they're putting a gun
whatever.
to my head.
Dude, no, well, not. But somebody,
Yeah.
maybe they have money or whatever, and they're like, hey, for $1 million, pick a worship song. What do you think you're leaning towards? Because I'm not gonna lie, the first one that comes to my mind.
Wait, can we
is-
say it at the same time?
It's not gonna be the same, but we can. 1, 2, 3. Lion.
Oceans.
Okay.
Lion.
Lion by Brandon Lake and Chris Brown.
Yeah, Brandon
It's like-
Lake.
see, because here's the thing. I really do think if you're going towards anybody, you go towards more of like
The white
a
guy with
soft
dreads.
rock,
Yeah.
like Brandon Lake, where it's like, "Ba-da, ba-da," and it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. But you're going Oceans,
It's just the first one that came to mind.
okay?
Probably a horrible choice, but that's why we're not going to do it. You know,
Yeah.
it just. It did also. There's part of me that thinks too, like, if I put this on while I'm being intimate with my wife, the minute I go to church on Sunday
Oh my
and they play that
gosh.
for worship, I'm just going to be like flashbacks. Like,
Here's one of the
thinking about
benefits
that.
of doing more of like a Brandon Lake song,
They don't play Brandon.
or
Lake.
like they're never playing. Not in my
Yeah.
church. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, I'm never hearing that song again.
Off
outside of
topic
listening
about
to it.
Brandon Lake. I'm glad we're
Please.
talking about this. Do you ever like check your Facebook?
Rarely.
There's like this thing on Facebook now of AI generated pictures of Brandon Lake going on The View,
Yeah.
going on a podcast with Erica Kirk, like things that have never happened.
Right.
And then the story is like this dramatic, like the one that I saw most recently, like, sit your 35-year-old self down, Erica Kirk told off Brandon Lake.
Yeah.
But he didn't waver. Brandon took a step back. And then he responded, my 35 years of life have been to glorify the Lord. Like this dramatic story that never happened.
Yeah.
And they pop off. Like thousands of likes. Everyone's grandma being like, oh, amen, so true.
Yeah.
And it's just so obviously fake.
Yeah, it's like Christian fan fiction.
It's Christian fan fiction, but it's always Brandon Lake. Is he paying someone to do this?
No, I just think he really is for a lot of people, especially like in the worship like space. He's like Superman, or like he literally like he can do no wrong, and he'll collab with anybody. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the song or whatever. People are like, oh my gosh, it's so holy and I love it. He'll do a song with Jelly Roll. He'll do a song with Nick Jonas. He'll do a song with 50 Cent, which I would actually love that.
Did he? He didn't do a
He
song
didn't
with
do a
50.
song with
That would be
50
so
Not
sick.
yet. Brandon hit
Is
me
50
up.
Cent a Christian?
Maybe technically. I'm sure I've seen 50 Cent with a big old cross. I'm
Yeah.
sure he went to church a lot as a kid,
Sure.
right? But I don't know if he would like, I don't know how much he's like reading his Bible.
Yeah.
He's
the
a
way,
great trash talker, though.
the way he makes fun of Floyd Mayweather is
The way he makes fun of Ja Rule.
Mint.
Whenever he tells the story about, oh my gosh, buying a bunch of Ja Rule tickets on Groupon.
Yep.
He's like, they were like $10 a ticket, so he bought like an entire like row.
front section.
Beautiful, beautiful.
When you tell
That's-
Floyd he'd donate like $50,000 to a nonprofit if he'd read a page of a Harry Potter book. Mint.
Incredible,
for you,
incredible.
50.
No, but yeah, I've seen those Brandon Lake things, and it's like the View one is always the funniest to me because
Yeah.
it's always because the AI. I feel like the AI artwork, especially in stuff like that, it can only do so many emotions.
Yeah.
So it's either they're like, or they're like,
Exactly.
and
exactly.
it's, hi. He's screaming at like an elderly Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
He's like, you liberal piece of garbage. And like you're saying, they go better and more viral than anything from this podcast will ever do.
Should we start
And it's
making
like,
up fake stories about ourselves?
Yes.
Like for
I
Facebook?
think we should raid The View whenever they're live and just actually do it. I think that would go
Well, then we get arrested. Oh, go to jail.
Yeah.
Get a lawyer. Matt, can you practice law? Do you do that?
Okay, perfect.
I can do
Paul
anything.
was arrested, so.
Paul was...
Whoa.
Dude. If we took that hard right turn, we were just like, man, you want to talk about persecution?
Podcast in prison.
Christian... Oh, my gosh,
Hey, let us have mics in here.
Bro, yes.
That'd be
Yes. Oh, my God.
Sorry, that was left-handed. I normally give better dap than that. I was just...
Yes.
I don't do it with my left
Even though
hand
aren't we
often.
both left-handed?
Yeah, but I mean, no one else is, so I've just had to learn to
Yeah, exactly, bro.
shake hands with the right. This is so much better. So much
Oh,
better.
that was good.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's like the most cultured thing I can do, I feel like,
Yeah.
is I can give dap.
You also say... Well, I mean, we don't have to say that.
No,
I'm sorry.
we don't need to get into that.
So there was news on recently about what?
Nothing, man. Just keep going.
Pastors meeting with the government about aliens, right?
Yeah.
And we wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
And for anybody who doesn't know, basically, very long story short, I want to say it was literally like 5 pastors, if not.
Which
maybe,
I don't get the border situation. Like, why are they talking about? Like, it's been addressed with all administrations. Like illegal aliens. It's just kind of why pastors,
Yeah, so they got like 5 or like half a dozen pastors together, and for some reason, and this has been in like everything I've read about it, they met up at an Airbnb in Tennessee.
Of course.
Which, because I was trying to think about it legitimately, I guess you wouldn't just be like, let's talk about this at the White House or Area 51. But the government was like, let's get an Airbnb in like Nashville. They bring all these pastors in and they tell them there's going to be some stuff exposed soon about aliens, and it's going to rock the Christian faith. And a lot of your people are going to fall away. So you better, no, do it too. So you better get your doctrine sound.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And then they didn't tell them anything else.
Which, why just Christians?
That's
Like,
a very fair point.
when they announce that aliens exist, are Muslims just going to be like, nah?
That works, yeah. We got our black
No, that
cube.
fits into our canon. Yeah, we're good. Like,
You know that, well, I don't even know if we can genuinely say his name online, but
It's like Voldemort?
the guy, yeah,
we
I
can't
mean,
say-
honestly, dude,
the guy that
he shall not be named. It's in their beliefs that he, like, cracked the moon. So, like, the
What?
idea of, like, did you not know that?
he cracked the moon.
He either cracked or split the moon, yeah.
Bro's cracked. That's
Yeah.
crazy, dog.
Cracked the moon, dog. So anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. And a bunch of people are reacting to it.
I mean, I knew he cracked a 9-year-old. But
Thank
last episode.
Oh, yeah. There we go. But yeah, man. So they invite them out and they just give them this like apparently like very like foreboding warning, and then they're just like bye. Then they left, and then all these pastors come out and they're like, "This is what happened.
Everybody listen."
And my view of what happened is that a couple people in the government decided to be some silly billies one day.
Okay.
And they were like, let's get these evangelical, charismatic people
You silly
in an
billies.
Airbnb in freaking Franklin, Tennessee, or wherever they were.
That's where Christians live.
And they're literally, and they were like, let's just give them like a little bit of whatever information.
Sure.
Like stuff's about to get crazy. And then they're like, definitely tell your congregants, don't worry about the files. Don't worry about gas.
Yeah, we need to put all this on the back burner. Forget the Epstein files. We'll talk about it later.
What war? There's
Gas
aliens.
prices. Who cares?
Do you care at all if there's aliens? Like real spill. And not like aliens that are demons or whatever, but I mean like if on TV and you knew that it was real somehow, there was fully a reptile man, I seriously feel like I'd be like, wow. And then I would go about my day.
See, that's the thing is, I think about like the Cuban Missile Crisis sometimes. Okay,
Right.
how hard must it have been to go to work during the Cuban Missile Crisis, just knowing, hey, we might get nuked, So I think about events like that in terms of, would I still go to work the next day? And if they announced that lizard people existed, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's on a Tuesday night, I'm still clocking in on Wednesday morning.
Especially
like
'cause,
nothing
what
changes.
are they doing? They're not doing anything.
They've been here the whole time. Like Viltrumites, they're just kind of hanging out.
Literally, as far as we know, they're just flying and kind of screwing around.
Yeah.
And then like once every 30 years or whatever, something crashes.
We like somehow caught one of them.
I forget who said it first, but it's almost like America is like their Las Vegas. It's like where they go to party and they get a little too messed up, and then all of a sudden they're just in the desert and they're like,
the lizard people just bachelor and bachelorette parties to America.
Yes.
And then whenever people just disappear, like that's just what it is sometimes. They get a little crazy.
Just goofing around.
I had too much.
They're picking them up, they're putting stuff in their butt, and then they're like, I don't know. We're supposed to get out of that.
Yeah.
We know everything. We masters light travel. You think we don't know what they are? You know what I mean?
I think aliens would love... I'm trying to think of like things that aliens would love, and I feel like good fried food and cigarettes are like at the top of the list.
Oh my!
Like they probably got out here and someone, hey man, you know, bum a cigarette. They're like, what is a cigarette?
If you gave,
fellow human.
If you gave an alien just like a dozen Birria tacos, and you're just like, eat that now, and they're like,
we're saved. They're like, hey, wait. Yeah. Either they die, or they're like, hey, we've got to preserve this civilization.
Remember the movie Signs?
I don't know.
I love that movie. You don't know what that is?
Signs?
Matt, do you remember Signs?
Mel Gibson.
Thank you, Mel Gibson.
I'm not allowed to watch anything Mel Gibson except for Passion of the Christ.
Well, you're missing out because Mel Gibson. Hey, you got a fan right here. But not to spoil it, I guess, for you or anybody who hasn't seen it. At the end of Signs, the way that we defeat the aliens is that the aliens have a weakness to water. Literally.
What a stupid weakness.
It's so stupid. It literally like burns them like acid. But now it sounds stupid. It works in the movie, and it also leads to a great like alien beatdown scene at the end, where they're literally beating it with a bat and dumping water on it. But if like we found out that these aliens, for some reason, their weakness was like birria tacos or just maybe Mexican food in general. If birria is, I don't know. It is. Thank you, Matt. This is gonna be so useful,
R's.
dude.
Yeah. You're just trying to roll the R's.
What
Like
are you talking about? Birria?
Birria?
Birria? Well, I mean, how many rolls do you put in?
Matt, how many rolls do you put? Like,
how do you say
put
birria taco? Birria? Oh, I knew I was saying it wrong. Birria, right? Thank you.
like BARR?
It doesn't matter, dude. It's how you say it. Yeah. See,
I'm not killing any aliens.
We
anytime
read
soon.
Okay, well, I'm saying an alien comes up and they knock like with their weird knuckle, and I'm like, oh god.
You're like, oh
no,
I'm coughing. Yeah.
And I'm like, take this, dump it. And they're like,
Yeah.
and then like the back of their brain just blows out.
That's a really imaginative scenario. Let me bring it to you in real life, all right? Something that we can actually test.
Okay.
I have an idea for a show. Backstory, I went to Pasadena, Houston, like area a couple years ago with my buddy Jairo in college. The community is like 99% Latino.
Is he an Asian guy?
No, he's Latino.
Okay.
Community is like 99% Latino. He took me to eat some of the best food I have ever had. Can't order in English. And it got me to thinking, I would love to fly 30 British people out, stick them in Pasadena, Houston area, and be like, you can only eat this type of food for a week. And just see if you can make it like Mr. Beast style, give them like 500 grand, just see who taps out. I think they would just...
Wow. Oh, you think the spice?
I think the spice, they'd be like, oi, bruv. It's a bit too tingly on my willy.
You were going for a... Never mind. You started saying oi, and I was like, okay.
Oi. I know, I'm still Australian. I'm not that good at...
That's true.
No, I think that'd be a great...
Australian.
Thank you.
But that would be a great YouTube video. Do you know 30 British people that are willing to fly out? And also we have to give them $500,000 each.
Do you know anyone with $500,000?
Well, but here's the thing, 30. So do you know anyone with $15 million who's willing to give it to us?
No, we'll make them split it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's much more doable, I guess.
Investors?
$500,000.
Potentially you.
Yeah. Do you want to sponsor a podcast to give money to British people to eat spicy food for a month? How long was it? A week?
Yeah, we could do a month. We could stretch it out, get a ton of YouTube videos.
We also have to put them up, right? Or did they have to figure that out?
Hey, figure out where you're staying.
I don't know why this just came to mind. Did you ever have a thing in high school where we called them, what was it? It was like homeless nights or something like that. And it was a way to like raise money to help local homeless people or homeless shelters. But it was this whole fundraiser thing where you raise a certain amount of money and like the kids would like essentially pretend to be homeless for a night. And the more money you raised, the more like homeless accessories you got. So if you raise a certain amount of money, okay, then you got like a box. If you raise a certain amount of money, then you also got a like newspaper. If you raise a certain amount of money, then you got a blanket. Did you have anything like that in your high school?
No.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Is that?
Dude, it was a way that like
But did y'all actually just like sleep on the street for a night?
It wasn't like in the street. So it was at our high school, and they would do it like on the grounds of the school.
Okay.
But there was like a giant courtyard that we had at our high school, and the kids would like stay out there for the night.
That's interesting.
See, because here's the thing: is it insensitive, or because I think it's now that I think about it, the more I think about it, it's kind of cool.
It's not insensitive because I feel like when I hear someone correct, like, oh, we don't call them homeless; they're temporarily unhoused people. Yeah. Like, all right. Yeah. So no, I don't think.
Shut up.
Yeah, like,
shut up.
Zip.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I don't think it's insensitive. I don't hear any homeless people complaining about it. I just think it's crazy that you guys just post up in the parking lot.
Dude, like sophomores just like sleeping on like the kid that couldn't like raise money. And we would do it. I want to say we did it probably in like February or so. So I mean, it was like a little chilly because that was because you wanted the incentivization. Yeah, to like, hey man, you want that blanket? Okay, you better raise a certain amount of money.
Yeah, this was a different time too.
Yeah,
different time. Oh my gosh, we don't see kids sleeping outside these days.
No, dude.
No. Kids.
And they wouldn't be like, hey, homeless night, which I feel like it also probably wasn't called that, but homeless night.
Homeless night.
We should do that.
We'll do a homeless night. We'll live stream homeless
night challenge.
100% of the proceeds go to us.
Us, yes.
But
because we're going to do the night.
Because we're raising awareness, though.
Right. And homeless people should get homes and podcast equipment and stuff, and then they can do homeless night.
I do want a homeless person podcast. Like, real pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Have you ever heard of a Radio Man? Yes. You've heard of Radio Man, right?
Radio Man.
That's actually a really cool story.
I'm thinking of the movie Radio.
No.
So that's not it.
So Radio Man is like a famous homeless guy in New York who is apparently like very well known in like the film industry.
Okay.
Because so much stuff is shot in New York and stuff, and he's been in a lot of films. He's been in like some Adam Sandler movies, Tom Hanks and stuff like that.
Good for him.
But apparently he's like very knowledgeable about film, about the history of film and stuff like that. And he's like a local legend. He's like a cultural icon, Radio Man.
And he's still homeless.
I think now
because at this point it feels like a choice.
He has an Instagram. I came across that the other day. He has like 100.
You can have an Instagram, but you can't have a house. Really?
You know how I found his Instagram? It was a post about him. He was in the comments. Somebody was like, "Oh man," because they were talking about all the movies he's been in, and somebody was like, "Oh, I hope he's gotten like paid to be," which is like, yeah,
surely.
And then he replied, and he was like, "Yes, I'm a member of SAG." He's got
a place. He's got a place.
You know what it is? I bet he does homeless night. Every night.
Every night's homeless night.
And then people are like, Radio Man, and he's like, hey, what's going on? Hey. And then he goes home and he like slicks his hair back. Like, you ever seen those videos of like panhandlers who are like do it all day and then they'll go and hop in like their Benz and like, drive home?
Yes, I 100% believe that,
bro.
I 100% believe that. I forget where I saw it, but there was a guy who was like panhandler talking about he makes like $80,000 a year.
Yeah, I think we've sent each other the video of the guy in the wheelchair who's literally like, and they're like, come on. And then he's like,
wait, sorry, I blacked out. He was like, what? Can you? Sorry, I was like, Matt was telling me something. He was like, what?
What's up?
Matt was.
He's just a guy in a wheelchair. You know? So it's a video, you can find it, but the guy's like, and the person talking to him is like, come on, and he's like, okay. And it's like, oh my god, yeah, dude. And then like the next thing, they cut to him like, and he's out there like in the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
And people are like, here's $5.
Yeah, like get out of the way. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He makes so much money.
He makes stupid money.
Which does he have to be in the wheelchair or can he walk?
What would that look like if he was walking? And
well, what I'm saying, he like pretends like, oh, I need this wheelchair, and then like sun goes down, he kind of. All right,
that's like his Batman.
Yeah, he's just like, all right, I'm gonna walk home now.
Regular guy.
I'm homeless. But it's homeless night every night.
You're doing more of a I'm doing more. Mine is more like Monster.
Who is Monster Batman? You know that I know that's not a thing. You know
sure it is.
Monster
Man Bat.
What the heck is that?
Man, I feel like we have barely talked about anything that we wanted to talk about.
So we should next talk about.
Speaking of the guy in the wheelchair.
Wheelchair Index.
The Wheelchair Index.
Wheelchair Index.
Thank you. The title of this episode, by the way.
This is from a friend of ours, and I have to pull up Insta now to like give him proper credit because He's in a wheelchair, and this was something that
Nazi Mike. Oh, sorry.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Fill this with an ad read while I do this. With
Hi.
Do you
sponsors. You have to shut up.
Sorry.
You have to shut your mouth if I'm doing the ad read, okay? Are you a fan? Do you like Jonathan Rumi? Do you like The Chosen? Did you know there's going to be another season of The Chosen? You should go watch that now on, what is it? Angel Studios app.
Yeah.
So
you know, I asked Jonathan Rumi if I could wash his feet. It's the only interaction I've had with him.
Really?
Didn't go
Was this
well.
in person?
Yes. So this was like a couple years ago at the Jesus Revolution premiere. For some reason, the studio for that liked me enough to be like, hey,
nice.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And so they were like, we're going to fly you out. You're going to do red carpet interviews. And it was me and our good friend Lacey Abercrombie, who we have an episode with that we're going to release. It's in the hopper.
Yep. If you want to see that early, become a patron over on Patreon.
Remember, we got Lacey. And actually, we could pair that with the Jonathan Rumi episode. If you wanted
true.
To.
That's true. Well, because Chosen One, that's why I just did the ad.
It was like his tour or whatever.
Season.
It wasn't a great interview because he had to do it to promote the new season of Chosen, but we're happy to have Jonathan on.
Yeah. Well, we did it on the day of the crucifixion scene. So he was just
fake.
Messed up.
I think some of it was real blood. I don't know.
I think Dallas just beat the hell out of him.
Sun goes down in Dallas. Did you see the Chosen ad on Instagram where they were looking for buff Asian men?
No.
There was a casting call for The Chosen. It was Angel Studios, and it was
the
like
wheelchair index.
Buff Asian men. Anyways, this is I know this is our buddy Jamie Carrington, who is in a wheelchair. Well, he was just talking about like wheelchair, like. That's why it's okay because we got this.
Jamie.
We're stealing this from a guy in a wheelchair, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But he kind of just brought up the idea of like, you would treat someone differently if they were like in a wheelchair.
Always.
And it got me to thinking of like, what people like genuinely get hates and they deserve it.
Yeah.
AKA people that we would just still hate on if they were in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And what people is it kind of like, we're doing too much.
Right.
And if they were in a wheelchair, we'd be like, whoa, let's step off a little bit here.
Yeah.
You know?
So do you have somebody on?
So like top of mind, Erica Kirk.
Yeah.
Let's just get real.
Yeah.
Sure, I like the Drewski skit. Some of it's pretty funny.
Wow, dude, that's really insensitive.
Well, it was funny. Drewski can wear a white
really
face.
funny.
It's okay.
Yeah.
If Erica Kirk was in a wheelchair though,
yeah,
I feel like she wouldn't get this much. Like Drewski wouldn't do a bit about her if she was in a wheelchair.
No, if she was in a wheelchair and she didn't do like the thing with her eyes, she would be a totally different story.
I think that was AI. That one video.
No, I'm not talking about that one.
Oh, okay.
Not the most recent one.
No, but she does. Yeah, she does have.
No,
like,
but
the
like,
crazy
well,
eyes.
like the old interview she did whenever she first publicly addressed the candidacy, and she's like, "Stop it." It's like, come on, dude. Again, you're not going back to Batman. You're not Batman.
Stop it.
But if she was doing that and there were some big wheels over here, and she was like, "Stop,"
you'd be like, oh, yeah, like.
I think it would help a lot.
So she passes the wheelchair index. It's like, okay.
Well, but here's the thing. I think Erica Kirk is slightly difficult because there's tons of people who don't dislike her. I think the dislike of her, even because look, you got the Candace fans who were like, she potentially took part in like what happened,
which is
and
crazy.
then you have other people who I think we're probably more aligned with who are like, there's been some like weird ways to kind of mourn a little bit.
Sure.
You're going out to like WrestleMania for your husband.
Yeah.
Who passed. But if she was in a wheelchair, yeah, I'd be
That's
like,
what I'm
all
saying.
right.
I'm just saying the people who like even are harsh on her would still be like,
Here's the thing about the wheelchair index. I think it also matters how did they get put in it.
Oh.
Because if straight up, if Erica Kirk fell down a flight of stairs versus got hit by a car, I have a different reaction. And maybe I'm a bad guy for that.
So that's actually an interesting addition to the wheelchair index because like Greg Abbott in a wheelchair.
How did that happen, by the way?
It was like a stick or a squirrel fell out of a tree on top of him. That's like his story of how he got paralyzed.
Okay, is this a bit?
No, this is
a squirrel jumped on his head and now he's in a wheelchair.
This is legitimately, Matt, can you look this up? Like how Greg Abbott got, but that's the whole thing is like, it still sucks.
Literally just the ability to do that worth every penny.
That's so sick.
That's
before at 26, a 75-foot oak tree snapped and fell on his back while he was jogging in Houston.
So that is not a squirrel jumping on his head.
I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember. This might be bad.
So a tree fell on him, right? I mean, that's the way.
But that's sketchy.
That's true. How
That's
fast was
sketchy.
he even going?
How do you see a 75-foot tree falling? And it's like the movies where you just look at it and you're like, oh boy, oh.
It's like that bit in Austin Powers with the Zim, whatever, the little car. Yeah,
exactly. It's like instead of stepping aside, I'm going to try to outrun the tree. So it sucks. Heart goes out to Greg Abbott. That said, because it's like
So you just
slightly,
pissed off so many people. It's crazy.
I don't care. But like the Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett calls them Hot Wheels. That's pretty funny.
That's very funny, and also that's so messed up. Especially now that I know that a giant tree fell on him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a stick or a squirrel.
Yeah, I thought. Okay,
I thought it
but
was.
let's talk about somebody who it doesn't work for. So, very famously, and we talked about this the other day, two guys who, as soon as they started getting allegations thrown at them, all of a sudden in court, they had to be in wheelchairs. Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby. They were walking around. I mean, they were old dudes, fair enough. But they were walking around, and then all of a sudden, oh, all these women are pointing out the evil things I've done.
Oh my
Wheels. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares at all.
They don't pass the wheelchair index.
Not at all. They fail it. Yeah.
And even more so, stolen valor. They don't even need the wheelchairs.
Well, yeah, probably.
Like
stolen valor. Yeah.
Like Harvey Weinstein pulls up to court in like Marine outfit. Like, I served. I'm in a wheelchair. It's like, all right, brother, stolen valor.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like they don't
Pulls
pass.
up in an outfit from one of the movies he produced. And he's like, you can't handle the truth. And then he's just like...
Here's another one. Michael Tate. Wheelchair index.
I'm trying to remember the things that Michael Tate did. Because here's the thing.
Well, we have some stories.
Well, we do have some stories, but we won't talk about that. But that's lesser compared to the others that we did.
Sure.
Did his stuff include underage people?
I don't know.
Matt's
search history is going to be crazy.
But here's the thing. So I'll just say this before Matt gives us an answer.
Yes.
It does involve it, then it doesn't change the thing.
16.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And how old does it say how old he was?
Older than 16.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I should not. Oh, no. Hey, cut that part out.
Why does it matter, man? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter?
No, because a very similar person like Kevin Spacey.
Yep.
No. That doesn't help anything.
No.
Michael Tate, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
16, which I'm glad
Can't do that.
Thank God we had Matt. Because if it... Oh my gosh. Because I might have just said that he passed it. But he doesn't pass it. So people that pass it so far, Erica Kirk. That's it.
Just keep it Christian.
Okay.
Carl Lentz.
Yeah, but I feel like Carl Lentz is kind of all right. Like, the people who are still mad at Carl Lentz are kind of, I think, genuinely, like, people who struggle with, like, unforgiveness.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, his wife forgives him.
Crowd.
Or even, like, the super, like, legalistic crowd.
Sure.
People who, like, didn't like him already. And then now he's kind of had a bit of a comeback, and they're like, "Whoa, what about the thing he did?" Even though, like, the people that he sinned against have forgiven him.
Yeah.
And he does a whole thing with his wife.
You didn't cheat on me. Like, horrible situation. You definitely probably shouldn't be in ministry.
So
like,
if he was in a wheelchair, I'd be like, "That's a real shame, man."
I mean, but I would. This is gonna be crazy. It's never good to cheat.
No.
That said, if you're like in a wheelchair and you have game, it's kind of like I respect it a bit more. Like, all right, like you can get women and be in a wheelchair. Like, that's respect.
So are you saying...
I'm not validating, but I would be like... It would be like in the movies whenever... And these are like more so older movies back when they made like 20-year-olds look like they were like 40 or whatever because everyone was smoked.
Correct.
And then like the ugliest guy you've ever seen somehow in the movie pulls like every girl and you're like... If this was real life, I would just respect
By the way, that's
them.
also real life. You know how everyone talks about Ted Bundy? About like, oh my gosh, he's like the hottest serial killer. And he looks like everyone's dad.
Yeah.
And you literally go back to back then and there's like 18-year-old girls outside the courthouse being like, woo! Oh my gosh.
Or the guy that killed the United Healthcare CEO.
Well, but he was more of like a good-looking kid.
He actually, yeah, he is.
Not to get too, about it, but he was definitely more good-looking than Ted Bundy. But the same thing like with like the Beatles. All those guys look like the heel of somebody's foot.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh my God.
Well, I mean, they're British, though.
That's true.
They couldn't
People
handle
dude, you
tacos
see pictures of people just from the past, and by and large,
y'all ugly, bro.
rough. Which they're like, she was the prettiest. This girl right here was the prettiest girl in all the land, and then she's like,
Hey,
7.
yeah.
Hey, see,
Hey, see.
thank you. That's what I was trying to do, and I don't know why. I just got louder. Back to the wheelchair index.
Yeah.
So okay, Kanye West.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like It would Kanye passes the wheelchair index.
See, here's the thing, and I was talking with Matt about this.
Depending on when he got paralyzed.
Well, I think that one fully comes down to who are you talking to? Because I think the people that hate Kanye, literally anything could happen to him, and they're like, I don't care. Like, you can point out to them all of his mental issues, like genuine mental issues he has, the clear effect like his mom had on him and everything. I sound like every Kanye West apologist, and just all that stuff. And they're like, don't care. He shouldn't have done this and said this, which fair enough.
Sure.
But then the people who are literally like, that dude can do whatever, they're just going to be even more incentivized.
Sure.
Like,
he did whatever, and he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, maybe he would, you know, maybe, Lord willing, he would stay on his meds, but if he doesn't, how does that affect his mind? If the guy who already calls himself Jesus doesn't die and he's just in a wheelchair, he's like, what's up, dude?
It would definitely, I feel like he passes. It'd be like, so. It's just even more like something else that he's dealing with. Like,
yeah.
All right.
I think technically, sure, yeah, he passes.
And he made graduation.
He did make graduation. Yeah.
I have a dream of, sorry, I can't steal that line. That line's trademarked. Somebody more famous than me said that.
Save the voice, though.
I have a dream. Is that good? Echo.
Great,
dream. I have a dream of one day, like, creating this, like, science fiction book that I've, like, let marinate in my mind for the last 10 years.
Okay.
And it's going to get turned into a movie, and I'm going to turn into a multimillionaire from it. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
But I have to have only Kanye West songs as the score for the movie.
Okay.
So I just listen to Kanye West and dream about my future book / movie that I'm going to make one day.
Okay. What is the book / movie about?
So this is going to sound crazy. It came to me in a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream of, in the very distant future, there have been multiple alien species that have migrated to the world, to Earth.
Okay.
Because there's a giant, I forget the name, I think it was like Covenant, not Covenant, that's Halo, but like a giant species that engulfs other planets and just like commits
Galactus?
genocide. Exactly, like Galactus kind of. So people are like taking refuge in Earth.
Yeah.
And then it's like convenient because like the ones that come from like cold planets, they all live in Antarctica and stuff.
Okay.
And then whatever, and then like, you know, there's like crossbreeding because people are freaks.
Yeah.
So there's a gentleman who...
How quickly would that happen, do you think? I think all it takes is for a guy to find out that one of the female ones has like kind of a similar thing. And he's like...
It wouldn't take...
Yeah, all right.
Wouldn't take long.
Like, Jim, what'd you do? He's like, I might have...
But that's the point of it being in the distant future. There's been time for whatever, like, the species mix. And so the protagonist, his name's Jack. He's like half human, half like... It's kind of like... I can't decide what animal I want it to be. Maybe like fox or whatever.
Okay.
But his mom died. His dad's high up in the government. And everyone's like wondering, when's the Galactica type beings going to get here and kill Earth? We've got to be prepared.
Yeah. But
Jack holds the key to defeating them. And it's all something that his mom like maintained and like gave him that he didn't know all along. It's all in my mind. It's perfect.
Okay.
It's going to make a ton of sense.
Did you have this idea after watching Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
No.
Okay.
No. It all came to me in a dream.
Okay.
Like I've got notes. I've literally got notes in my phone about it.
Okay. Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why I would ask that question of...
It's not that similar. You gotta
where
open
he's
up.
Where he's half ego, and then also all the stuff is taking over the planets right at the end, and then he has to defeat ego. It's not super similar. I'm just saying that's the first thing that came to mind.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
Now I gotta find the freaking... You guys are just gonna bond over movies that you know.
No, I'm just saying, dude. No, but I legitimately like that. I've had all sorts of ideas for stuff, and I don't write them down, so I've lost them to time. So that's sick.
Premise: Jack is a young mechanic. Earth is an immigration site for many alien species that are refugees from Dark Contagion. Contagion was the name for it. It's been decades since the last species before this species called the Vergles. They're like white praying mantises, like the size of polar bears, though. So they live in like Antarctica. So they were the most recent species to seek refuge from contagion on Earth.
Yeah. I want everyone at home to just see how exciting
this is sick. I'm telling you, this thing is so sick.
And I'm not bashing it at all. And I think
I'm going to make this when I retire, and this is going to be like my swan song, and I'll die. Oh, I'm going to die. Rumors of all the species on Earth are wondering if contagion has like died off because, hey, we haven't seen a new species in a while. Like, is contagion like content, whatever?
Yeah.
No signs since the attack on Jack's planet, but Jack keeps having dreams about contagion coming. And his dead mom, is like involved in the dreams. And so it's like, oh, how does this piece together?
Right.
Dad works for the government. Dad's not motivated. He's like sad that his wife's dead.
Sure.
And then there's, of course, like a lot of resistance, like from human-born people that are all fleeing. I think I want to have them
Can
in
you show me
California.
your phone? I just want to make sure there's actually stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Vergles, the praying mantis. I've got Nords, tiny red-haired, freckled-looking human people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call the foxes mandolds. Gonna have a cacto species that live in like deserts. It's all a thing, and it's not gonna happen for another 30 years. But when it does,
it's
gonna be
genuinely
sick.
insane that you've never brought that up before in any of our times.
How do I bring that up in a conversation?
I don't know, but
Hey,
that's,
dude,
that's
I've got
wild.
an idea.
You have like a whole thing fleshed out. We'll talk about that off camera.
But you got to make the universe first.
That's true. Kenneth Copeland. No, right. For anybody that didn't hear that, Matt immediately said
Matt's
no.
like, no.
Yeah.
But like, now, no. When he was younger, though. Because now he's so old, it's like, yeah, of course he's
And he's like a meme. And
Yeah.
a lot of people genuinely think he's like
Imagine
demonically possessed.
that thing where he's getting in a girl's face, but he's in a wheelchair, so he's just...
That would actually
That'd
be more pathetic.
That'd be...
Yeah.
You'd feel bad for him.
Well, dude, hold up, because it would actually work to his favor. Because how much more would he have a reason to be like, well, I kind of need my own plane. I mean, you know, I can't. It's hard to get a wheelchair on a plane. Have you ever been? He doesn't sound like this, so I don't know him doing that.
If he was
But,
in a wheelchair, he would sound like that, though.
yeah, maybe that's how it crushed his chest.
Spinal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe it's like the Conquest and Mark fight. Just punch through him, and he's like, no, I need to.
But he
I
somehow
don't have-
doesn't die.
Yeah, because of God. What?
Because of God.
Because of God, you know?
Because of God. And we actually, I mean, it's funny you bring that up. We've got the Kenneth Copeland episode in the hopper. That's going to be, because when he was doing his tour with Bryce,
Yep,
he swung
he went to
by.
Bryce, and then he came and did
We got like 20 minutes
our
with him.
podcast. I almost said he did us, but he did our podcast, and we have that episode on Patreon. Dude, we have that episode on Patreon, so become a patron today. But,
Yeah.
So, do we think that Kenneth Copeland passes the index?
Maybe too much money. Maybe no.
I think he just, I don't even think, like, money aside, he's just too much of a meme.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, you want to talk about freaking Greg Abbott.
Greg Abbott. Guy that the squirrel
Hot
fell
Wheels.
on top of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the squirrel. Lord knows how many memes would be made out of Kenneth Copeland, so I don't think so. Yeah.
Who else do people not like? Controversial figures.
Mormons. If all the Mormons.
I convert.
If Joseph Smith was in a wheelchair. No, go ahead.
Ellen DeGeneres?
Well, here's the thing with Ellen. She has two. Doesn't she, like,
She's in the
legitimately
files,
have
isn't
stuff
she?
in the files? Yeah. And I think, didn't the whole. Very serious thing.
Gladiator, but he has to make fart noises every time he does it.
So there we go.
Gladiator 3.
Yeah. I think also, like, the reasons that she had to, like, cancel her show were, like, genuinely, like, kind of heinous. Like, her just being, like, really terrible to her staff.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. If she wasn't in the files, I think so.
Yeah.
But because she's straight up, like, in the files, I think a decent bit.
Okay, what about Oprah then? Because she hasn't had, like, heinous accusations, I
But
guess.
she's just kind of... I don't know. I don't even know how many people, like, love Oprah anymore. Because she used to be, like, definitely daytime person. And now it just feels like... I don't know, maybe I'm wrong in this, but I feel like a lot of people are just like kind of tired of Oprah.
Yeah.
But also she doesn't do a lot.
I mean, that was back when, like, social media was first starting.
Yeah.
And, like, you could just be, like, a remotely
If I
attractive
saw
dude working
Oprah in
at
a wheelchair, I'd be
Target.
like, oh. So, yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. So, Ellen, no.
No.
Oprah?
Yeah. So, Oprah passes. Erica Kirk passes.
Yep.
That's about it.
Kanye.
Kanye passes.
Kanye passes, technically.
But it's an interesting thought experiment. I feel like the next time, dear viewer, you're hating on somebody,
Yeah.
picture them in a wheelchair.
And honestly, let us know, who do you think we should, talk about the next time that we do the wheelchair index?
Sure.
Who do you think would pass or fail the wheelchair
This will be an ongoing bit whenever someone naturally
1,000%.
Yeah, it's wheelchair
I mean,
index.
looking at the way that we cannot stick to 3 or 4 topics, every episode might be the wheelchair
Yeah.
index. So, hey.
Fair enough. One more thing that I wanted to talk to you about. Is this freaking Christian dating show coming out on Hulu?
Yeah, tell me about that, because you made a whole video about that, and I
It's-
definitely watched your video.
So, 22 single Christians, college aged, are flying out to Cabo for what the studio has called a steamy spring break.
Okay.
Where temptation is tested, or maybe faith is tested and temptations are real.
Is this from, like, the promo?
Yeah, I was reading about it. I know why Hulu made it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to watch it.
Right.
It's going to be a train wreck.
Well, and also, frankly, Christian stuff is like, not to use this kind of terminology, but Christian stuff is hot right now.
Yeah.
Like, really, like, Christian movies are doing better than they have in a long time. Christian shows are doing. But so, yeah, it kind of makes sense that they're like, hey, let's dip into this market. I genuinely, you know how everybody does betting stuff on, like, Kalshi or whatever now?
Yeah.
I want to see, like, the bet for, like, how many babies will be born 9 months after that show, after they film that show. Because, dude, you know. There's
There's going to be, like, they're going to have the night cameras,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all going to, like, sleep in the same room, but you each have your own bed.
How many young 20-somethings?
22.
22?
22. I'm assuming 11 and 11.
How many of them do you think within 5 years will come out as gay?
Oh, I put the over-under at 2.5, maybe.
Oh, okay.
2.5.
You're being much more, I was going to say like 5 or 6.
Really? Think so? I mean,
Like a percentage. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
Then there's closeted, but that wouldn't be coming out. So.
I mean, take the gay plus deconstruction market.
Oh my gosh, dude.
15?
Dude. Yeah, I was going to say 10. Like at least 50%, 100%. Yeah.
It's going to be a train wreck.
How many of them are going to get mad like Republican and then
and like
at a place like
I mean,
people up?
I feel like that's the American dream is like you get to a point where you're realizing as a creator, I'm not that special.
Right.
And I
don't
want to
have
keep
a
doing
lot of
this.
good ideas.
I'm not talented. I'm a talentless hack.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation myself in the mirror a million times. And it's like, hey, I'm just going to really embrace one of the political parties.
I can read headlines from the Daily Wire too.
I can be upset at Trump and
or love
I
Trump.
can love Trump. I can wear a
just
hat.
glaze him all day long.
And then
sure.
you're going to get half of the population being like, yeah, this guy's awesome. And
that's what man.
Should we just dedicate, which political party do you guys want to see us embrace? We'll just do whatever the most.
Thumbs up for Republicans, thumbs down for Democrats. And that does not. What's up?
Why did you go thumbs down for Democrats? Why is Republican thumbs up for you? And Democrats were thumbs down.
Really appreciate you guys watching this episode of Josh and the Giant.
If you want to invest in us financially,
we're going to put Josh's
we're going to have a link.
in the thing.
We're going to have a link.
Yeah.
We're going to have a link to our nonprofit. It's not going to be 501c3 deductible.
No. It's going to say nonprofit, semicolon, and then it's going to be very clearly a Cash App link.
If you see me driving a nice car, you know exactly what your money went towards.
Yeah. Helping the ministry.
Can we do that? Am I allowed to do that?
I can. I'm the head of a half-black household.
Need a drink of Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah.
You said that. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been great. Episode 3 is going to be coming your way soon. Love you. Say your tagline. Say,
God bless, my friend.
Josh and the Giant. 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 Josh and the Giant.